Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Bold and Beautiful Show. The Bold and the Beautiful spoiler reveal that R.J. Forrester, Brian Nicoletti, is back in town and ready to get back to work at Forrester Creations. Possibly, R.J. could also find himself mixed up with Dylan, Sydney Bullock, who has just scored herself a job at Forrester Creations. Has Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, just hired another stalker at the company? Dylan seems glued to Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, and Will Spencer, Crew Morrow. She ever seems to have gotten a job at Forrester Creations with them. Dylan is homeless and refuses to give much information about her family. What if Dylan has no family because she is the person who got rid of her family before coming to LA? Dylan is acting very shady, especially after she supposedly killed Luna Nizawa, Lisa Yamada. Now it is almost as if Luna's personality has suddenly jumped into the timid Miss Dylan, who was loved by all of her students at the beach house, before Luna held her prisoner and locked her up in a closet while trying to carry out a killing spree. R.J. Forrester was a victim of Luna, too. R.J. was unfortunately Luna's first victim. R.J. loved Luna and thought she felt the same about him. Unfortunately, Luna ended up sleeping with Zende Forrester, Delan Demetz, and blaming her mother's drugs for it. Luna caused a major rift between RJ and Zende, not to mention that she finally went off and tried to kill RJ's sister and framed her own mother for murder. RJ eventually disappeared and is just now returning home after all of the drama, including Luna coming back from the dead, only to be killed once again by Dylan with a car. Now Dylan is acting very strange around not only Electra, but Will too. Dylan seems far too interested in Will than she does anyone else. Dylan acts as bad toward Will as Luna did. Electra Forrester may be caught off guard. Electra lives with her Aunt Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer. Electra acts almost like a teenager who has to check in all of the time, bringing up that she has to go home eventually. However, now that Dylan is using the upstairs apartment, she will be near Will all of the time. Dylan could always pretend to be dating RJ to make it look like she was taken so she could make moves on Will. RJ, who wants nothing but to love and be loved, could easily get caught up another romance. RJ is too trusting to be with a calculating woman like Dylan. RJ could find himself tangled up in another mess like he had with Luna. Will RJ find himself used by yet another stalker instead of finding the love he needs? Come here for all things B&B. Check back often for the bold and the beautiful news, spoilers, and updates. Los Angeles is buzzing, and the bold and the beautiful is about to light the fuse on one of its most unexpected storylines yet. According to explosive spoilers, R.J. Forrester finds himself in a shocking new pairing with Dylan, but this romance may be nothing more than a carefully calculated cover. The real target, Will Spencer. At first glance, R.J. and Dylan seem an odd but intriguing match. Insiders say their sudden closeness raises eyebrows across Forrester Creations, especially among those who know RJ's heart has been anything but settled lately. Public lunches, late-night studio sessions, and very intentional appearances together quickly fuel rumors that a new power couple is emerging. But behind closed doors, the truth may be far more complicated and far more dangerous. Sources tease that RJ's interest in Dylan isn't entirely genuine. Instead, Dylan becomes the perfect distraction, a shield that allows RJ to move freely without suspicion, while keeping his true focus hidden. And that focus, spoilers claim, is Will Spencer. Will has been keeping his distance lately, navigating family pressures, expectations, and secrets of his own. RJ notices the cracks long before anyone else does. The stolen glances, the awkward silences, the tension that never quite fades. But getting close to a Spencer is never simple, especially when the Spencer family radar is always on high alert. That's where Dylan comes in. By presenting a convincing relationship with Dylan, RJ avoids unwanted questions while positioning himself closer to Will's orbit. Group hangouts become easier, private conversations feel less risky, and before Will even realizes it, RJ is the one he trusts the most. Of course, soap fans know nothing stays hidden long. Dylan, initially flattered by RJ's attention, begins to sense something is off. Is RJ holding back emotionally? Is this relationship moving too fast or not fast enough? Suspicion grows, and Dylan may soon start connecting dots that lead straight to Will. When that realization hits, the fallout could be massive. Meanwhile, Will isn't as oblivious as RJ hopes. Spoilers hint that Will starts questioning RJ's intentions, especially when moments of jealousy and protectiveness slip through the cracks. Is RJ really with Dylan, or is this all an elaborate performance? And if it is a cover, what happens when Will realizes he's the real reason behind it all? The biggest twist, RJ may be lying to himself as much as he is lying to everyone else. What starts as strategy could quickly turn into emotional chaos, leaving Dylan hurt, Will conflicted, and RJ forced to finally choose honesty over manipulation. As secrets simmer and alliances shift, B&B fans should brace for heartbreak, confrontation, and a reveal that could change everything. One thing is certain, when this cover story collapses, no one walks away untouched. And in true Bold and the Beautiful fashion, love may be the most dangerous game of all.